Welcome to Camp Towanda's main basketball court. We're in for a triple header tonight. National boys, senior boys, club boys. My name is Brett Goldstein, and I'm with my partner.
Hi, Dylan Katz, LIT boy. I'm happy to be here, Brett. We are here at the start of the fourth quarter of the National Boys game, the first of our triple header.
Yes, we are approaching the fourth quarter for the National Boys basketball game. We will catch you up a little bit. The star of the show has been Shane Cutler for the blue team. We don't know exactly the stats, but he's been unbelievable. And for red, it has been Mason Einhorn, as we expect. Copper Seagulls also played very well for blue, as here's Siegel. Passing to Cutler. Swing it to Miller. Kaplan for three. Bang!
And as Brett just talked about, you'll see that Cutler and Einhorn were both the National Boys stars of the Miller Cup basketball tournament this year, as they really led that team, even though it was a national and senior team.
Yeah, those two were, I think, a shock to Camp Towanda when we saw that Miller Cup. They really led the way for the senior basketball tournament. Here's red. Nikolai. That's Lewis to Einhorn. See what he can get going. He's trying to take down the whole team for three. No.
You know, Goldstein, just as I've been watching this game, I think Einhorn, as good of a player as he is, needs to start working the ball around a little bit more. He's taking too many shots and sometimes forcing.
Oh, air ball right to Einhorn. He's almost trying to be Superman is what we've seen tonight, but it does not work there. Nicolaitis with the rebound. He does not get it. On the floor, it's going to be a travel, and it's going to be red ball. Red ball. Cutler did not like that call.
Einhorn, I think, has been looking for a few fouls in this game. Our referees are senior and club division leader Andrew Davis and LIT division leader Jake Dreikerman. Both of them having reffed multiple basketball games today. They are ready for this night.
I would say they're doing a pretty good job, and they said before the game they're going to let them play, and they've done exactly like Nicolaitis. It's going to be an over the back, says Jake Dreikerman. Yeah, so we're going to show the starting lineups for this game because why not? For red, it was Mason Einhorn, Paxton Frazier, Ben Gottheimer, Andrew Nicolaitis, and Oliver Wadensky. And for blue, it was Jacob Cohen, Shane Cutler, Anderson Kaplan, James Maggot, and Copper Siegel.
So those were your lineups in the first quarter of this game. They look pretty similar to the lineups out now. Red has a slightly different lineup going. Blue also, with Brooks Miller in, is a slightly different lineup. But both teams looking to really fight in this fourth quarter as blue is up 10 right now.
Here's Miller for three. Oh, Spanish River product misses it. Rebound Nicolaitis. Here comes Einhorn. And it's Kevin Durant jersey tonight. Takes the layup. He does not get it.
And Einhorn is quite frustrated right now. We're really going to need to see him pick it up if Red wants to win this basketball game.
If I was blue right now, I would slow it down. No reason for a three-pointer. Because if you keep shooting three-pointers, it's going to let Red get back in this game. And that is not what you want to do. So, right, Pickle?
The one thing I'm looking at right now is Nicolaitis does have the height advantage. He was also on that Miller Cup basketball team. You look to him in the paint, see if you can get him some layups. All the way from Greece, he knows how it's done.
Yep. Einhorn not paying attention there. It's stolen by Kaplan. Here's Miller.
Oh, Davis explaining some of the rules to one of our foreign counselors, Liam Fife, as he's been here for multiple years. But basketball is not his main sport.
And I think what we're going to play with, I'm not sure what they decided on, but I'm pretty sure according to the Olympic rule book, you are only allowed to press in the last minute of the half. So keep that in mind as we wind down in this game and Red tries to come back. Here's Einhorn, takes the layup, and he scores. There's Mason Einhorn getting back to where he wants to be. Red is down 8.
With 4 minutes and 15 seconds left, Red definitely still has enough time to come back in this basketball game. Look for Einhorn to keep doing the same things, and they really need to start playing really tough defense.
Gottheimer near steal. Here's Cutler for 3. Rebound Einhorn. Blue is starting to miss a bunch of shots here. We'll see if it catches up on them. Here's Einhorn for 3. No. Gottheimer with the rebound, but it's going to be out of bounds, and it should go to Blue, and it will.
You know, we do love to see that hustle, Brett.
Yeah, Gottheimer putting his body on the line in tonight's game. Here's Copper Siegel. Swinging it to Kaplan. There's Siegel for 3. No. Rebound Nicolaitis. That height was just too much. Here's Einhorn.
Einhorn moving in transition really has proved to be what's working well, as that is when the defense is not set yet and he can really attack the paint.
We just got a showing from LITs, but we will ask them to please get off the camera. All right, LIT girls, thank you, thank you. Here is Einhorn. Misses the first. That's a tough miss for Mason Einhorn. He misses both. Wow, tough break for the red team. It's going to go to Blue. Mason Einhorn in denial right now.
You know, Brett, that is really unlike him. Not something that I would expect from him at all. Usually see him knock down both of these free throws.
Especially in the clutch. Here's Brooks. Cutler for 3. No. Blue has missed a lot of shots. They have allowed Red to get back in this game. Let's see if Einhorn can take advantage right here.
The door is being left open. Let's see what Red can do with this opportunity.
Lewis wanted that shot, but here's Einhorn passing to Nicolaitis. It's going to go to Red.
Wow. Nicolaitis, I thought touched it, but maybe not, as Einhorn gets the ball.
I want to give a shout out to my father. Thanks, Dad. Here's Mason, and he makes the layup. It's going to be 38-32. Ben Gottheimer with the aggressive defense. Here's Cutler. Swing it to Kaplan. Cutler wants the lay. No. Nicolaitis with the rebound, and here's Einhorn. 4-3. No. Nicolaitis with the rebound. No. He wants it again. No.
And he gets the foul call, though. These would be 2 very clutch free throws, as the clock is probably going to stop at a minute left, as that is, as Brett said, when the clock is going to stop.
So after this, we're going to take off the audio or off the video and say, hey, we're just switching out the camera, and you have to talk, it'll be black.
All right, so after this game is over, we are going to have a quick camera switch. So there's going to be a minute without video, but do not worry, as Nicolaitis did knock down that first free throw.
We will have a little bit of a mid-game report as we will head to senior basketball. We might even get an appearance from the great Jaron Smolian. Not yet. That's going to be a foul on Red, as the camper captain Chase Smolian likes it.
You know, Brett, tonight, as we talked about in our last broadcast with the Inner Boys, this is a stacked crowd that is packed around the entire court, and you're going to see the pressure might start to get to them in this game as well in the next game of the seniors and for Club Boys basketball, because I know everyone is excited for these next 2 games. The senior boys are going to show off what they could do in the Miller Cup, and then it's going to be your Club Boys' turn as their last under the lights basketball game in Olympics.
Yeah, thank you, Pickle. I mean, we are excited for the senior and club games. I don't know if many knew this, but the National Boys game was not supposed to be tonight. It was supposed to be 2 nights ago, but it got rained out here. So we have a triple header in store. And with, unfortunately, with some technical difficulties, we couldn't get all of this game. But you can bet we will get the senior and club basketball game. The score is 38-33. I know the scoreboard does not say that, but it is a 5-point game. Red is very much in this, but it's going to be 2 free throws for Copper Siegel. Copper Siegel. We'll have 2 free throws. We have Ben Gottheimer right here in front of the camera, rocking the Conca-Nipple jersey. There's Copper, and he makes the first. It is now 39-33 Right behind us, we have a camper captain, Sloan Rawson.
And wow. So Brett there, with that miss, it's still a 2-possession game because of 2 threes, but not getting that rebound is really important.
Yeah, that was a crucial rebound from Brooks Miller. We're going to see what Andrew Davis, the 4-time general, says. Oh, no, the blue team can't believe it.
It is red basketball. I believe they're calling a jump ball, and the blue coaches are furious right now.
According to the clock in-house, there's 39.7 seconds to go.
Roll, love to see the strategy going on here.
Here's Mason. He needs a 3 pretty much, down 6. Oh, and he gets it. Mason Einhorn makes it a 3-point game.
You see, for the red team, Lieutenant Jonah Klein also helping general and basketball specialist Darius Musakoc. I'd expect for them to drop a great defense right now and also get their team prepared if they get that ball back on offense.
We are officially in clutch time. Mason Einhorn showing what he can do. Red and blue have came to play today. We just saw through the camera, Zach C.C. Selig. Yeah, you got a shout out, Wacky.
Blue is also being led by Counselor Ethan Shamash, a former camper captain. And he is a very good athlete, played a lot of basketball, did, in fact, when he was a senior boy, club boy maybe, I'm unsure, win his Miller Cup. So look for him to draw something up for his team to make sure that they can inbound this basketball and close out this game.
I just got a word from our tech director, JSAP. The clock may not be correct, so we will keep you informed as best as we can. That's going to be a foul on red with 24.8 seconds. We have 23 people watching. Thank you to everyone watching so far, as we hope the viewership keeps on gaining as we get to senior and club basketball.
Ball is going to be inbounded by the blue team. Let's see what they do now after that first play is drawn up.
This is going to be another foul. That's going to be on Lewis that time. Fouling Anderson Kaplan.
Brett, what I think they're going to go here is force blue to shoot free throws and see what happens from there.
But if I'm blue, Kaplan is a great guy to get fouled. He's been very good in this game. You would want to get the ball to Cutler, Kaplan, or Siegel if I was the Sonic Superstars. There's 23.1 seconds.
Oh, Frazier.
Here's
near
Copper.
steal.
Whoa, aggressive defense. Davis, the judgy, does not like it. It's going to be a 1-and-1 for Copper Siegel. These are some clutch free throws. We'll see how he performs down the stretch. Blue and red aside are extremely nervous. Blue is up 3, though. We'll see how Siegel can perform.
This is where the nerves can get to you. Let's see if he can stay clutch.
Definitely in Olympic basketball as well. These kids will be playing in college night next year, so they have to get ready for these clutch moments. Here's Copper. And it's good. What a clutch free throw from Siegel. Lewis can't believe it. It is 40-36 with 19.6 to go. Second free throw, miss, but that's okay. Brooks with the rebound. And that's going to be a jump ball. Blue will stay with 16.2. A questionable call from Judgy Jake Drakerman. But Blue is liking their chances now. We'll see if they can force the ball to either Siegel, Kaplan, or Cutler. It's going to be Miller, though, and he is going to have a 1-and-1. Brooks Miller, straight out of Boca Raton, will have 2 clutch free throws here to put the red Super Mario All-Stars away in National Boys basketball.
And we do have an update. Ben Gottheimer has fouled out of the basketball game, leaving Ollie Wadensky to come in.
Oh, a big loss for red, that's for sure, from Ben Gottheimer. Here's Miller. He makes the first clutch from Brooks in his Cooper flag jersey. Blue leads 41-36. and he misses a second, but that's all blue needed, up 5. It's going to be a timeout with 13.4 to go. Red is in need of a miracle, but we've seen it before, right, Pickle?
Yes, we have. If I'm red right now, I'm looking to get the fastest bucket possible. 2 or 3, don't worry about it. You're looking for the fastest bucket possible and then playing the game from there. You're trying to extend this game as long as possible.
Yep, absolutely. We have our 2 judges right now. Jake Drakeman and Andrew Davis are talking to the expert judgy, Neil Ross. You know, they might need some assistance. This was both of their first years being judges. They were both generals last year for the Red Marvel Renegades one and the Blue DC Justice the other. And so they're now asking Neil Ross for assistance as the game is in crucial moments. He'll judge the next 2, in case you were wondering.
Judge Neil, a legend, also judges Olympic football and likes to say that he teaches us how to play.
Absolutely, he's a legend. As LITs now, we know how to play proper Olympic football. Here's Nicolaitis.
A lot of time going off the clock.
Einhorn's going to have to shoot a deep 3. No. Rebound red. Nicolaitis is going to get fouled with 3.9. Cutler is not happy.
You know, if I'm honest there, Brett, that is actually a pretty good foul. There's no reason to let him get a free bucket. You have a foul to
100%.
use.
Einhorn is now just going to shoot for fun. It is no good. That's it. That's the game. And the Blue Sonic Superstars are victorious in Nationals basketball. It is a 41-36 victory. We are going to go off screen for the in-between games as we deal with some technical difficulties. But our hope here is to get some special guests as we approach the next game, which is senior boys basketball. Pickle, what are your thoughts on the national boys basketball game?
You know, on the national boys for the red team, Mason Einhorn was elite. Out of the 36 points, I'd venture to say he at least had 25 of them. A really impressive showing from him. Sadly, I just the supporting cast around him, I don't think could get it done. Blue really went with an all-around group, and led by Shane Cutler and Copper Siegel, they knew what it took. They made their shots in the clutch. Brooks Miller with some clutch free throws late in the game, and all-around team rebounding, I think, really got it done for them. And it's a massive also congratulations to their coach, Ethan Shamash, who did a great job. And I think now we're on to senior boys basketball. If you're looking here at the senior boys game, red is going to be led by Jacob Livingston, the star of Camp Towanda basketball. Blue being led by a duo of Gavin Burkhart and Eric Zellman. Gavin playing off a potential knee injury today. So let's see how he fights through. Let's see what he does.
We are going to listen to taps right now as night 4 of Olympics approach.
What are you gonna really sad?
But right now, like in between games.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Welcome back. We are here getting ready for the senior boys basketball game. They have been looking forward to this all of Olympics. It is one of their most fun activities.
Pickle, we are going to get a special interview from 2 girl CCs. We are going to have Sloan Rawson and Liv Darsh. They are ready to be interviewed for in between games. Liv and Sloan, what's up?
Hi
Hi, Brett. Hi, Pickle.
All right, so we first want to ask, how has Olympics been for the two of you so far?
These have been the best 5 days of my life.
Since we're on two different teams, it's really just been a whirlwind of so much happening at once.
All right, great answers from Liv and Sloan. Yeah, so these two are great friends and they're on separate teams, but there is no bad blood between best friends, even when it comes to Olympics for the red and blue team, as we have Jordan Cooper and Ella Aram getting on camera as well.
This is Ella.
Hi, everyone. Olympics has been great so far.
Hello, President here.
I can't wait to watch this amazing game. I hope both teams have fun.
Period.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody. We'll give you a little preview unless we get another interview. For the senior boys, they're an interesting age group as they are dealing with a lot of injuries, including for red, I know Hunter Somberg is not going to be able to go. I don't think Crosby Novick is going to be able to go as well. For blue, I know Levi Gerson won't be able to go, but they got big help today when they found out that Gavin Burkhardt would be able to go. That's going to be huge for blue. They will be led. Red will be led by General Darius Musa. This was his third time getting general. And blue will be led by Santi, the group's division leader, and who has been with them since 2022. Andrew Davis has moved on to being a judgy. He's gone in general 4 times and is maxed out.
You know, Brett, I do believe, along with the legendary Judge Neil Ross that we were talking about earlier, we're going to have camp director David Mendelowitz as the second ref in this game.
Wow, so this game will definitely be well refed.
Mendy, wanna come say hi?
As Mendy now walks towards the court. What's up, Mendy?
What's up, gentlemen? How we doing?
Doing great.
Mendy, of course, an amazing first game. I don't know if you caught the whole thing. If you have any thoughts on it, we would love to hear
Not
them.
only did I catch it, I had to revive this new scoreboard, but the scoreboard was revived. A little finicky. You have to stand in the right position to get the antenna accurate. Excellent play from both teams. The blue team seemed to have control the majority of the game. Great strategy to defend star basketball player Mason Einhorn. And I think it was a great start to a either triple or quadruple header this evening of basketball games.
Quadruple. And what are you looking forward to most as the senior boys game approaches?
Senior boys, excellent talent on the floor. Pretty even split. Of course, the man on the floor that we have to watch, Jacob Livingston. I'd be curious to see how blue defends him. I would love to watch a little Eric Zellman one-on-one matchup there.
I think that's it. Thank you so much.
All right, if there's any bad calls from me, you blame the judge. All right, we'll see you out there, folks.
All right, thanks, Mendy.
As you heard from Mendy, both these teams are really competitive. Both these teams have played a lot of basketball. All these kids have been competing in college night. As I think we should be going over our starting lineup soon.
Yeah. So we're going to do the starting lineups right now. We'll start with the red team. That will start with Jax Blaine, AJ Blau, Reed Burkhardt, Jacob Livingston, and Tyler Stein. A lot of LSU College Night stars on that team. On the bench is going to be Ben Cardadini, Crosby Novick, Hayden Schultz, and Hunter Somberg. We'll see how much we'll get out of Crosby and Hunter. I think they're going to be in more of coaching roles tonight. Let's move over to the blue team. It's going to be Gavin Burkhardt, who was a good to go, found out this afternoon. Scott Kronick, Sawyer Novick, Blake Rawson, Eric Zellman. We have Levi Gerson, Teddy Jasper, Jason Silver, and Ashton Tell on the bench, but I believe Levi Gerson will not play today, and he is in the coaching role.
You know, stars to watch for in each team. Of course, Jacob Livingston for red is the star basketball player. watch for him to try and get it going early from outside and dish the ball around. And I'm really looking to see if Gavin Burkhart can play to the best of his abilities, as well as Eric Zellman. And two players to watch for on both sides, Tyler Stein, a great rebounder, defender, all-around hustle guy. You might not see him fill up the stats sheet so much, but he's going to have a massive impact on this game. And a similar player, Scott Kronick. Not the loudest player, not the flashiest player, but you know that when push comes to shove, you want him on the floor grabbing boards, playing defense for you.
Yeah, Stein, Livingston, Somberg, Blaine, those are a bunch of players that I watch as the LSU coach. We are personally in first place right now in college night. Here's Gavin Burkhart right in front of our camera. He is ready to go tonight. He needs to make a big difference in hopes of a blue victory. Here's Sawyer Novick as well. Coach Musa is coaching up the red team, and Jonah Lieutenant Klein is also trying to get involved a little bit.
And we're also, for the blue team, there looks like they're going to be led by head coach Santi and assistant coach Levi Gerson, looking sharp in that polo tonight, and Crosby Novick Red, looking very nice tonight.
Yeah, they're all dressed up. They're ready to coach. We have 3 dorm girls, Sloan, Liv, and Addie, doing the scoreboard, so there will be no mistakes made, I hope, out of them. Gavin is going to take the tip against Tyler Stein as we approach tip-off in senior boys basketball.
You know, Brett, just on first look, that's a little bit confusing to me.
Yeah, but blue does control the tip. It's going to be Eric Zellman taking point to start. Stein up on him. Here's Sawyer. Sawyer likes this matchup. It's going to be out of bounds, going to red. Great defense to start out of the red team.
Let's look for both teams to play really hard defense, see if someone can get in a rhythm early. It looks like the blue team is going to be going with a box and one right now with Sawyer Novick guarding Jacob Livingston. So let's see how that one pans out.
Here's Livingston, the star of the group. He won the shot there, but that was great defense out of blue. But it's going to be a foul. I believe it is on Sawyer Novick. He is in the Patrick Ewing New York Knicks jersey, I believe. Gavin up on Reed. The twins against each other, guarding each other. Here's Sawyer on Livingston. He wants this layup mid-range. No good. Rebound, Zellman. Here's Gavin. Reed up on him. Kronick. He wants a screen here. It's going to be a screen made by Rawson. Gavin, no. No from Sawyer. Zellman, no. Another rebound. It's going to be a block from Red. It's going to go to...
I believe it's going to be blue basketball. Great rebounding already for the blue team on offense.
And here comes Red. Great defensive possession. Here's Jacob. He misses that layup. Rebound, Kronick. Here comes blue. Gavin slowing it down a bit with 6:08 left in the quarter. Here's Sawyer for 3. No. Rebound, Red. Here's Livingston taking point again. Both teams, no points on the board yet.
Brett, a really fast-moving game right now. Neither team seems to really have fallen in a rhythm. It looks like we're playing up and down basketball as Reed Burkhart travels there, just slides his foot a little bit.
Yeah.
I want both teams to try and find their own rhythm, not just try and play faster than the other one.
Yeah, both teams need to find their footing so far. We saw the same thing in Interboys basketball the other day. Here's Gavin getting on the board, and it's going to be 2-0 in favor of blue. Here's Jacob.
So far, Brett, no one else on red besides Jacob really handling the basketball. He seems to feel a little bit alone, it looks like. So look for him to try and see if he can get some help.
Jacob, 2 points.
And that's what he can do. He can cut through a defense. He can score the bucket when he needs to.
Here's Gavin. Needs some help. Zellman with the screen. We'll see how Blake Rawson can make a difference. Offensive foul, says Judgy Neil Ross. It's going to go back to red.
I believe the foul was on Gavin Burkhardt. Maybe a little shove of the brotherly, a little brotherly action.
It's brotherly love, but right there, it was a brotherly shove. Here's Sawyer Novick.
Jacob Livingston has the basketball.
Sawyer Novick on defense, sorry. Here's Jacob. Steal by Kronik. Let's see if he can take it all the way. No, he can't, but it's going to stay with blue. It was a great play by Scott Kronik. He makes a difference all the time, especially with Syracuse in college night.
You know, all of these boys used to everyone watching them. They've played 3 college night games so far. So look for them really. The nerves shouldn't really be a factor in my opinion, and they should all be used to it.
All right, foul on red. It was a missed 3 by Kronik, but blue gets the rebound, and blue will have 2 free throws from Sawyer Novick, making his difference felt early. Here's Novick. The first free throw is good as blue takes the lead 3-2.
Novick, one of the leaders of the Wisconsin basketball team on our college night. While 0-3, they've recently just played their toughest game in, I believe, a 3-point loss.
Yeah.
To
In overtime.
In overtime to LSU, the league leaders. So as we go into the playoffs after Olympics, look for anything to happen.
Yeah. Piccolo's a coach for Wisconsin. I'm a coach for LSU. 3-0, 0-3. Tells you all you need to know. Here's Jacob Livingston.
All right, Goldstein.
Jacob needing some flow. There is no flow for red. It's going to be a foul, I believe, on blue. Foul on Kronik. Low scoring affair so far.
Back to Livingston.
Livingston looks a little frustrated so far, but he just needs a shot to go. Not there. Rebound, Jax. Oh, and Jax Blaine takes the lead for red.
You know, Brett, Jax Blaine played a massive part in one of your victories earlier
Yes.
this year in college night.
He made 2 crucial 3-pointers. It's going to be another offensive foul on blue. The judges are calling it close tonight. The blue team did not like it. I believe that foul was on Sawyer Novick, who they need to not foul.
I believe it was on Gavin again, actually.
Oh, sorry. It was on Gavin. Here's red. It's going to be a jump ball. It was great defense by Novick.
Novick just blitzed him there. I don't think Jacob even saw him coming.
I would say something that's been a little surprising so far is how quiet Eric Zellman has been. Sawyer Novick has felt like the star of the show so far for blue. Zellman will definitely need to get a little more involved if blue wants to win tonight. Here's Livingston with the 4-3 lead. Shoots the mid-range, no, but he gets fouled. If blue is going to be playing that game, they are in for a long night.
You know, I think that right corner, as we've seen him take 2 or 3 shots from there, is going to be Jacob's spot. He's going to try and get to that spot every single time for his shot that looks like his. So let's see if he can continue that success.
Livingston with 2 free throws. He misses the first.
Right rim on that one.
Time check, 59.2 to go in the first quarter. A lot to play in a 4-3 ball game. He misses both. It's going to be a violation on blue. Red will get another attempt at a free throw. And you can't really give Jacob Livingston more chances. Let's see if he makes them pay. Livingston misses that one too, but Jax Blaine with the rebound. But it will go to blue. He cannot keep control of the ball. Here's Gavin down 4-3. Let's see what he can do. He already has 2 points so far. Gavin takes it himself. A nice possession by Gavin Burkhardt.
A great screen from Blake Ross in there, and just the defensive switch did not happen.
And Jacob Livingston for 2, not for 3. That was a nice shot by Jacob. He was on the line, though. Blue is down 6-5. Here's Sawyer, and a bad pass goes back to Jacob. Let's see what he can do for 3. Oh, he takes the layup. A much better decision as Red takes an 8-5 lead. Jacob starting to take over a bit. Here's Gavin.
A great hesitation move from Jacob there. Got the whole defense to bite as he drove past them.
And
for
me,
the layup.
I was fooled too. Here's Sawyer, 4-3. No, definitely not. Rebound Jacks. Here's Stein, and that's the end of the quarter as Red leads 8-5. Pickle thoughts?
You know, this has been a really, really fast quarter. I'm looking for both teams, especially Blue, as Jacob Livingston has gotten a bunch of points in transition. I want them to slow it down, set up their defense, because when they've been doing that, they've been holding him pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. Jacob, definitely the MVP so far, but, you know, Blue is staying in there.
Brent, I want to hear your thoughts on Eric Zellman, someone who leads Syracuse and really has been quiet tonight. I think, you know, hopefully his impact will be felt soon, but I want to get your thoughts.
Yeah, Eric has definitely been quiet so far. As you can see his frustration on the bench right now. He just feels not a part of the game. He has played solid defense, but for the offensive side of the ball, he has basically been non-existent. It has been the Sawyer and Gavin show, which is not a problem. They're both very decent players, but Eric is a very respectable and great player in his own right. So we'll see what he can put forward as the second quarter approaches, as Ashton Tell and Teddy Jasper enter for Blue, and for Red, it is going to be BKD who enters the game. Reed will sit this quarter, as will Gavin, Kronik, and Rawson. Here's Eric Zellman. He shoots the layup. It is no good. Rebound to Red. Here's Tyler.
So full lineups: Teddy Jasper, Jason Silva, Eric Zellman, Ashton Tell, and Sawyer Novick on the floor for Blue. Tyler Stein, Jacob Livingston, AJ Blau, Ben Creditini, and Hayden Schultz on the floor for Red.
Jacob no good that time. Rebound Zellman. We'll see what Zellman can get going now. Him and Novick will have to work together a lot this quarter. Here's Ashton Tell with the screen. He falls over while doing it. That's an interesting screen. I'm not sure I've seen that before, or not recently. Here's Novick for 3. No.
You know,
Rebound Zellman. He gets fouled. Great take by Eric Zellman.
You know, we've seen Sawyer Novick already, I think, launch about 3 threes, none of them going in. I'd love for him to get to the paint a little bit more, start his game off, maybe get a bucket going before he really tries to hit that outside shot.
Yeah, I definitely feel like he's forcing a lot of three-pointers that don't need to be made. Here's Zellman. It's a nice-looking free throw. It's 8-6 Red.
We have 6 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's see, as both teams continue to get adjusted to this game, let's see how they react.
Zellman pure. 8-7 Red. Here's Jacob. We'll see how Blue can handle him on defense this possession. Sawyer calls for Blue to start playing man. We'll see if they actually do. Jacob for 3. No. Rebound Zellman.
You know, Brett, while it might have worked in that possession, I don't know if I love the idea. I think if Red can really spread the court out in the next offensive possession and get Jacob working on a one-on-one, maybe a screen from Tyler Stein, I really don't think it could be great for Blue.
Yeah. Yeah, Jacob is shifty. I'm not sure you want him on an island with one other person. It's going to be a travel on Blue, and the ball goes... Oh, sorry, not a travel. It's a carry. The ball is going back to Red. Watch out for BKD. His brother JKD is in our group, and JKD is an absolute beast along with BKD, so he could definitely make a difference tonight when you least expect it. As you see, he just got the rebound right there. Creditini to Blau to Livingston. Screen set by Creditini. Three-pointer blocked. Tyler with the ball to Blau. Musa wanted Blau to shoot that 3. Here's Livingston. To Blau for 3. No, definitely not from Blau. Here's Sawyer Novick.
It looks like on Livingston, just about everyone, if Livingston goes to them, is stepping up no matter who they're playing on defense.
Here's Novick to Zellman. Ashton Tell needs to get something going here. Here's Livingston out of bounds. It will stay with blue.
BKD with the deflection there. I love the hustle play. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Here's Sawyer Novick. With Jacob Livingston playing defense on him. Here's Zellman. To Novick. It's going to be a bad pass by Novick. The ball will go back to red. I think Blue's goal this quarter is to not let it get away from them. They have Kronik, Rawson, and Burkhart on the bench. I think that was a strategy by Blue, and maybe it will end up working. We'll have to see. Here's Jacob, mid-range. No. Ashton Tell with the rebound.
I don't know the exact numbers for this group, but a really interesting story that could play out is if Jacob Livingston does have to sit out one of the quarters, as I believe he is going to have to, and what Red is going to do during that quarter.
Yeah, I believe he might have to. They have 2 subs, so we will have to see how the red team handles that as the game approaches. Something also interesting you get to see during Olympics is the leadership positions helping coach on the sidelines. We see Jordan Elias, Chase Mullion, Jonah Klein, all on the bench helping their teams tonight. Oh, and Sydney Flans helping
And
their teams.
Sloan Rawson.
And Sloan Rawson. Well, was she doing the score? And Liv Darsh then, too. A lot helping out as they want their teams to get the points to win Olympics. Here's Zellman. Passes to Novick. Novick going to shoot another 3. This time, not good. Rebound, Silver. Gives it to Novick. Novick for 2. No. That's going to be a rebound by Silver to Zellman for 3. Yeah! Eric Zellman getting going. Blue takes a 10-8 lead.
Very unlike Tyler Stein there. A great rebounder, just jumped a little bit early as Jacob Livingston gets back into his bag and ties this basketball game.
Quick response from Livingston, as I see often on the college night court. They're going to call a technical foul on Blue. I believe it is on Eric Zellman. Not the first time today I've seen a technical foul be called in a basketball game. In LIT basketball earlier, my fellow LIT Jake Saperstein got called for a technical foul, which should be no surprise to anyone that knows JSAP.
Livingston knocks down the first free throw. Let's see if Zellman can just get back in, breathe, relax. It's going to be 2 points, and Red is going to get the ball back. So let's see how it plays out in the last 2 minutes.
Tough break for Blue, but you just cannot do that in games as important as Olympic basketball at Camp Towanda. Zellman frustrated. We'll see how we can play on the defensive side of the court. I don't know if we've mentioned, but Hayden Schultz is also into the game for Red. Here's Livingston for 3. No. It was a rebound by Stein, but it was no good, and Ashton Tell got the rebound. Here is Eric Zellman.
Eric does look a little bit tired already, but even so, blast through. What looked like a clean block by Stein must not have been, as Zellman will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
In my opinion, that was a great take by Eric Zellman. And if Blue is going to be able to win this game, that is what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to put their body on the line and take it for the team. The score is 12-10 with 1 minute and 19 seconds to go. Here is Eric Zellman rocking the Jalen Brunson jersey tonight.
I believe right now we have 3 players on the floor for Blue rocking Jalen Brunson jerseys, as well as Chase Mullion on the sideline, as the Knicks have been very popular here this summer after winning the NBA championship.
Definitely the team that is the most popular, the New York Knicks, as Zellman ties it up 12-12. We've heard all summer long about the New York Knicks.
We're just under a minute left here.
Here's Livingston. Another make by Jacob Livingston. It's too easy for him. 14-12 red.
You know, since they've gotten away from that box and one, I just really haven't been seeing the defense for blue be as good.
Zellman is Silver. Silver for three. No. Not a shot you see often from Jason Silver. Here's Jacob Livingston. He's dominating right now. Here's him for three. No. That would have maybe silenced the crowd for the blue supporters. Here's Tyler Stein. Hayden Schultz
10
gives it to
seconds
Livingston.
left.
Livingston's definitely going to shoot a three here. He does. No, it's an air ball. 2.1 seconds for blue to possibly take the lead or tie before halftime. They roll the ball, and Zellman just chucks it. It's going to be no good. Red will take a 14-12 lead as we approach halftime. A well-fought game so far. I think blue and red feel comfortable with the positions they are in. As we now welcome back Camp Director David Mendelowitz.
How we doing, boys?
You know, give us your thoughts straight up, first half.
Great game, great skill. One team cannot control their emotions. It's pretty clear which team that is. So we just had some words for them to let them know to focus on the basketball game and stop getting distracted by the things that are frustrating them.
So a big thing that Brett and I are wondering about right now, in this third quarter, we do believe that Jacob Livingston is going to have to be out of the game for red with the substitution rules. How do you think red is going to play this quarter?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. He's handling the ball and scoring the ball, so they got to get a way to get the ball up the floor. It affects their defense. I haven't really seen Tyler Stein shoot the ball much. They've got a couple other guys who can score. A.J. Blau shot a few, and it was a little off, but he's usually a better shot than that. So I'd like to see some other guys from Red step up.
Yeah, we look forward to a great second half. Thank you, Mendy.
We'll see you out there.
Thank you.
Let me get someone else. Let's get someone else. We have time. Let's get Rowan. Let's do it.
We now welcome the jack of all trades at Camp Towanda, Andrew Rowan.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you,
Really
Rowan?
looking to fill some time, huh?
Rowan, what are your thoughts on the first half?
I think this is one of the best environments for basketball at Camp Towanda because you've got everyone seated around, and it's one of the only times, really, besides college night, that you actually have a big audience watching you. So,
Rowan, give us your thoughts on Olympics as a whole so far.
Olympics as a whole, it's been pretty much beautiful weather for Olympics, minus the little bit of a rain delay we had on one of those days, but it's been good.
I think that's great. Thank you, Rowan.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so if you're just joining us, my name is Brett Goldstein. I am in the LITs.
And I'm Dylan Katz, another LIT boy. And along we have tech director Jake Saperstein and camera operator Dylan Shapiro.
The whole LIT boy crew out and about tonight. And we now have Judgy Neil Ross with us.
We have a classic senior boys under the lights basketball game underway. We're through the first half. It's a 2-point difference. Some extraordinary players here. We're looking forward to a great second half. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Judgy. As Shap points the camera back to us. Shout out to my mom and sister as they are texting me right now through my computer.
I think we're going to have maybe the start of the second half soon. I'm not quite sure. Looks like we have a coaches meeting. This could potentially be about substitutions. One thing we were talking about earlier is Jacob Livingston. Based on our math, I think that he has to sit at least one quarter,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Coach Darius Musa definitely does not want him to sit, but we will see what happens. In case you were also wondering, this is senior boys basketball. We just finished a great game between red and blue, obviously, for national boys basketball, which was won by blue. Coming up next is club basketball. And you know what? Why not? Let's welcome Jaron Smolian to the program. Jaron, also a jack of all trades. What's up, Jaron?
Hi, thank you for having me.
Jaron, how's Olympics been so far?
It's been great. I think the camaraderie, the spirit, the sportsmanship has been amazing throughout the past 4 days, and I hope it continues on to tomorrow.
Jaron, I have a question for you. Last year, you were a general for
right.
Olympics, and this year you have shifted over to being a judgy. What has that been like so far?
Listen, it's definitely been a transition, but it's been very rewarding being able to help out both teams as best as I can, and also be able to just see things from a different perspective. You know, it's been very cool to be able to, you know, give out awards for good sportsmanship and to be able to ref and judge some games. It's been very special.
What has been your favorite game to ref so far?
I've been doing a lot of Ghost. I think because that's so unique to Camp Towanda, I think that's been the most fun to watch and to ref.
You know, for the viewers at home, maybe they don't know exactly what Ghost is. Could you give us just a quick explanation of
Yeah,
it?
sure. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but it is as close to dodgeball as you can get here at Towanda, but instead of there being multiple balls lined up, there's one ball, and as we like to say, it encompasses all that we stand for here at Towanda. You're never out. It's a lot of fun, and you have to work with your team.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jaron. Any last words for the audience?
Thank you for watching. Olympics 2026 has been great. I'm looking forward to the culmination of Olympics with Sing tomorrow night, and I just appreciate you having me here. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Jaron.
Thank you.
We have now kind of taken over the live streaming role from Jaron, as he's always kind of done the live streams here at camp. And we have another special guest. We have Noah C.C. Kanner
How we doing, everybody?
with us.
Kenner, how's this game been so far, and are you excited for your game next?
I mean, if you know me, if you watch any of the college night live streams, I'm very into this stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. This game's been great. The senior boys never fail to disappoint. I mean, some great goal scorers. Obviously, got Jake, got Sawyer, some big playmakers. Got Coach Musa, top of the business. No one better in all of Wayne County. I'll rock with Musa over anybody.
Kanner,
It's a great game.
how has being a CC treated you so far through 4 days?
Oh, I mean, it's an experience of a lifetime. Ever since a little cadet boy, been waiting for this moment, and it's finally come. And unfortunately, it's kind of come and went. But this is a 5 days I'm never going to forget it, ever.
Kenner, if you were to give us a quick preview into your game coming up, what would you like to tell us?
You're going to look for physicality. We're going to be looking at physicality. We're going to be looking at a lot of great defensive play. If you've ever watched a club boy basketball game, we
Any
play
half court?
defense.
Any half court heaves?
If you watch the Syracuse game, I might have one.
Yeah, you pulled one out when Syracuse lost to LSU.
Of course, but hey, Q's going to be back in the finals. Just wait and see. Brett
Well-
may not want to hear that, but
Kenner, we want to thank you for being on the broadcast and wish you a good luck in your upcoming game.
thank you for having me. Go Red.
Noah Kanner, if you know him, normally wears his Dolphins hat, but since he was on the red team, he could not wear his Dolphins hat during Olympics, and he had to wear his Mario hat instead.
You know, during the first team meeting, Noah Kanner took his Dolphins hat off, threw it on the ground, and made a statement to everyone on the red team that he would not stand for it. No matter whether he's worn it for 8 years or just this summer, he knew that that hat could not stay on because he was on the red team and it's a blue hat.
I feel like it was bound to happen. Like, you know, that hat has been worn for so many years that, you know what, why wear it at Olympics? Why not? Or, never mind. Here's Chase General Klein with us.
Hello.
Hello,
How's everyone
Chase
doing today?
Klein. I'm great. Pickle, how are you?
I'm good. Chase, how was Apache today?
Apache was very interesting today. It's certainly a lot of controversial moments. Very tiring day of running. Very interesting Apache. One of the more interesting ones I've been here for.
Chase, what are your thoughts on this game so far?
I have not had the luxury of being able to sit down and watch, but hearing big things from Jacob Livingston today, I'm hoping he's playing very well. Is he playing very well?
Yes, he
Yes,
is.
he
All right,
is.
that's what I like to
General
hear.
duties has pulled you away, hasn't it?
It has, yes.
Are you looking forward to the club game coming up?
I am. red team is heavy underdogs, but hoping for an upset tonight.
Hey, you got Canner, you got Wacky. Why not red team?
Why not red team? Exactly, Brett.
Thank you so much, Chase.
Thank you,
guys.
Chase.
Enjoy the rest of the game.
So as we have been doing all of these interviews, there's been conversations with our 3 basketball game judges. Hold on, we're quickly getting an update. Here's Andrew Rowan.
Rowan with the
So
update.
apparently we're waiting. There's an injured player, and so now there's a rule technicality on the number of quarters each player can play depending on that injured person. So you've got the head judge out there with Mendy,
as Shap moves
with
the camera.
Judge Neil Ross trying to figure out the technicality. So that's the reason for the delay in the play, although we're still at halftime. So that's what we're waiting for.
All right. This is Camp Towanda for you. We'll see how this gets resulted. Obviously, both teams have, different updates.
As I'm hearing from a blue team player, Gavin Burkhart, with the injury, Red is arguing that Jacob Livingston should be able to play in all 4 quarters of this game, while Blue is saying that it should be a select athlete. For those who don't know, select athletes being just about the middle athletes of the group, meaning that if there ever needs to be someone with an extra life or someone who needs to sit out of an event, depending on what it is, those would be the people that you pull out of that event. So right now we're kind of just waiting until we can get this sorted out.
We have Gavin Burkhart. He's standing right in front of us. I don't know if we're going to interview him right now. I think he has to earn the right of a victory before he gets interviewed. So if you win, you get interviewed, Gavin. All right, sound like a plan?
So Gavin, that's your challenge. If you win tonight, you're getting interviewed.
But if you lose, then the red team will be interviewed. All right, thumbs up.
All right, hopefully it looks like we're getting to a resolution here. And
we have another general with us, George General Dennis.
Hi, everyone. How's it going?
Hi, George.
How's being a general been?
Oh, it's the best life ever. I'm enjoying it. Shout out to my other general, Chase Klein. Yeah.
The Co-Club LCs both getting generals this year.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most as the club basketball game approaches?
I don't know. I feel like this could be fairly competitive tonight. Both teams have got some good players. Shout out Drew Tatevsky. Hopefully see a good matchup between Drew and Wacky tonight.
And
yeah.
Give us your thoughts on Olympics as a whole so far. Any big moments that have gone on?
Well, one big moment obviously sticks out last night. Last night was pretty crazy. Probably the craziest experience of my life, and arguably the best experience of my life. Being in there, coaching up close next to the fire, seeing everyone fanning with their jumpers and hoodies and stuff. Yeah, it was great.
Well,
cool moment.
Thank you so much for
It's been a pleasure.
being on here.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, George.
Bye, guys.
All right, it looks like we're going to have the second half. We're getting an update here from Judgy Davis.
Here's Davis.
Hello, Judgy
Hello.
Davis.
Can you give us an overview of what just happened?
Let me confirm that I can for the podcast.
It's a live stream. He's got to ask Bobby and Neil Ross about
Head
the update.
Judgy Bob Miller.
Bob is rocking his 2000 Judgy shirt. Oh, we're gonna get an update from Bob. Here he goes.
The rule in basketball, as in any sport during Olympics, is at the end of a game, no person may have played 4 quarters before everyone has played 3. No person may have played 2 before everyone has played 1. No person may have played 3 before they played 2. In this case, the lineups were done, unfortunately, in error, and now we have solved the problem, and it's fair and equitable for everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob.
As we see the second half get underway, both teams missing a shot so far as Red possesses the ball right now.
Here's Curtadini to Blaine, and another score by Jax. Jax, I believe, has 4 points. Red takes a 16-12 lead. I will take full commentary right now as Pickle's talking to Judgy Davis. Here's Gavin, no good.
Good board from Burkhart there.
Here's Gavin.
Gavin takes it. I believe the ball is stripped, and it looks like it's going to be going to red.
Kernadini will pass it to Livingston. Livingston with an extremely strong first half, as you saw from Chase Klein. He already knew, without even watching the game, that Jacob would take over. Here's Jacob. Mid-range, that's his shot. No good that time. Here's Kronik to Burkhart.
You know, I would have thought Blue wanted to push there without letting Red set up their defense, but Burkhart looks to be playing the slow game right now.
Gavin to Kronik. Kronik for three. No. Rebound, Red. Here comes the Super Mario All-Stars. Jacob. It's going to be a foul on Blue.
A reach and foul as Jacob goes between two defenders there. He can get through just about anyone. Look for him to continue doing that in the second half.
Jacob is extremely hard to contain, as shown right there. Mendy now has the ball. He's going to give us a Kernadini, as he'll give it to Livingston. Blue looks to be in a zone-ish. Right, Pickle?
You know, I maybe they're in a 3-2 zone. Not something you see very often. They kind of look to be scrambling just to make sure they have Livingston covered as Burkhart airballs a three.
An unfortunate shot from Reed Burkhart. Here's Jason Silver for a second taking point, but it will be Gavin taking point. With Jax up top, Gavin wants this layup, and he is going to get free throws. Great drive by Gavin. He gets rewarded for it, but it actually will not be free throws. There's a foul on the floor. Ashatel will do the inbounds.
Burkhart has the ball right now, continuing to be the primary ball handler for Blue.
Burkhart trapped to Silver. A near make for Jason Silver. He can't believe it. Here's Jacob with the layup. No good. Rebound, Jax. No. Silver with the ball. A strong rebound from Jason Silver. Here's Gavin. He wants a shot so bad right now. We'll see if he can get it.
You know, what I've loved about Gavin's play tonight is that he is not forcing the ball from three. He's really looking to get to the paint, to get to those layups and those easier shots, as we see a foul on Red.
We'll see if fouls play a role as the game winds down. We saw last game Ben Gottheimer fouled out. We'll see if we see a similar situation in the senior game. Here's Gavin with Kernadini on him. To Tell, to Kronik, to Jasper, to Burkhart. Reds liking their defense so far.
Ben Kernadini playing amazing defense. Is that what you usually see, as Burkhart almost hits a beautiful move just off the backboard and the rim, and I believe it looks like it's staying here.
Gavin looks like he's really in need of help right now this quarter. It's going to be out of bounds on Blue. Yeah, go.
You know, I really am looking for Scott Kronik to take a few shots, maybe handle the ball a little bit. Someone I know is definitely capable of it, and I'd really love to see him do it.
It's very interesting that they have Eric Zellman, Sawyer Novick, and Blake Rawson out this quarter. We'll see if it really bites them. Livingston forced to pass it to Reed. Here's Kernadini with the lay. No good. Kronik with a strong rebound, which is given off to Silver. There is no press, so even if Jax was still there, it would not have mattered. Here's Burkhart. To Tell, he does shoot it, listens to Musa, and it's an air ball. Here's Jacob. No charge called. Jacob to Reed. Reed with the shot. No good. Another rebound by Kronik. Blue wants to slow the tempo, right, Pickle?
Yeah, you know, both teams not really knocking shots down right now. I'd really love to see some more layups. We've seen a few mid-ranges recently from Red that's in the better direction.
Hey! way. Gavin Burkhart for 3, and it's 16-15 Red. Pickle, any more thoughts?
No, I mean, that was a very impressive shot. I love to see the 3 being made. I'd still really love to see everyone attacking the paint a little bit more.
I know. Here is Reed Burkhart with the inbounds. Ashton Tell has the ball, no presses allowed.
Great save by Kronik there. Really good hustle. That's really what he is known for.
Yeah, not known as a scorer, but known as he'll give you everything he's got. Here's Kronik. Almost made it. Here's Silver. That's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to Blue. It will stay with Blue.
You know, Silver, really a shock to me right now. He's been really aggressive on the boards and so amazing that it's really impressed me so far.
There's about
missed shot by, I believe, Tell, as it's going to stay Blue basketball.
There's about 55 seconds to go in this quarter. Here, 3, no.
Kronik hitting the rim again. You know, the shots have looked really good from him. They will definitely start to drop.
Here's Jacob. It's going to be another foul on Blue. That is what Jacob Livingston does. He forces teams in tough situations and makes them foul. Jacob all by himself? No.
You know, Blue really lucky there. Just a lapse in defense not to be guarding him. Not something you really want to see, leaving the best player on the court wide open. Lucky to make it away without a made 3-pointer there.
Gavin definitely wants to slow it down, wants this quarter to end, which would put Blue in a good situation. Here's Gavin. Tell is waiting for the ball. We'll see if he passes it to him.
13 seconds left on the clock in this quarter.
Gavin for 3. No. Jack's playing with the rebound. 3 seconds to go. Jacob, good. The basket will count.
Great bucket from Livingston, as I believe we're going to have a special interview coming up very shortly from Judgy Davis, who also happens to be the division leader of these kids.
What's up, Davis?
How are you doing, Brett?
I'm great. How are you doing on this fine evening?
I'm excited to get to sit and watch. Excited I get to watch my kids' game. You know, I just reffed the national game before, and I'll be reffing the counselor game tonight. So happy I get to enjoy this one.
So give us your thoughts right now on watching this game.
You know, it's intense, close game. Red's obviously up, but as Judge Bob explained with the roster issues, Red will now be losing their best player for the 4th.
Wow,
So
wow.
It makes it interesting. Can Red hold on to the lead? You know.
This is going to be different. I have a question that I asked Jaron Smolian as well. You have been a general for these past 4 summers. Now you have shifted to being a judgy. What has the transition been like for you?
You know, honestly, it's been great, to be honest. I'm keeping busy, which I love. There's an excitement about Olympics, but it's from a different point of view because I get to enjoy it as a spectator, where I get to see lineups, Olympic lineups in a way I've never got to see before. I don't have to worry about kids sitting in line knowing their cheer. I get to just watch and enjoy. Same thing with the dining hall skits. Getting to watch games compete. And, you know, I miss little elements of it. I miss walking down Olympic lineup and little kids high-fiving you or excited to tell you about the scores at team lineups. I miss the chance to coach my boys like in this game right now. But it's definitely refreshing that after 4 summers, I now get to see Olympics, the most exciting part of that camp, from a whole new point of view.
Any final thoughts as the 4th quarter has just gotten underway?
I'm excited. For our viewers at home, on blue, the player to watch would be number 91, dribbling the ball right now. And on red, I'm not quite sure who to watch. You know, 33 is good. It's good. It's going to be a good one, I'll say. I'd love to see a comeback and a close game at the end.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Davis. All right, let's catch you back up on the game. It is 18-15. Now it is 18-17 with an and one by Scott Kroenig. As Pickles said, the shot was eventually going to go down.
You know, Brett, as Davis hit on, with Jacob Livingston not in this game right now, I think it could be really hard for Red to keep on in this lead. I would love to see Ben Cudidini and Tyler Stein and Reed Burkhart really lead this team, slow them down, as that's going to be a violation after not hitting the rim.
Yeah, that's a brutal free throw, but he made the layup. It's now a 1-point game. Here's Red BKD taking point as Jacob is on the bench, can only watch now. Here's Reed to Stein to Cudidini.
You know, I love right now the crowd is getting into it. You hear people screaming from the sidelines, trying to help coach. While maybe annoying, it does show you how much they care about this game.
And that is going to be a steal for Blue from one Burkhart to the other. That's going to be a foul, and 2 free throws are coming from Eric Zellman as Blue trails by only a point. You know, Blue set their lineup somewhat strategically for the second and third quarter, as they wanted to be set up for the fourth quarter, and we'll see how it pays off. You know, Blake Rawson has not played since the first quarter, so he's definitely fresh and ready to go. Let's see if Eric can tie the game and take the lead on these free throws. Eric is going to miss the first. He'll go for a tie on the next free throw.
You know, every player superstitious about their free throw routine. Looks like Zellman goes for a 4-dribble spin, and a shot.
He's going to miss both. Blue is all good. Here is Cudidini. And that is going to be a carry by Cudidini. Blue has another chance to possibly take the lead. We'll see what Gavin and the Blue team can do. Here's Burkhart.
Something that has really shocked me about this game is the fact that it's low scoring. I understand the hard defense that's coming in, but we got a lot of talent on this floor, and I would have expected more scoring. But, you know, the fact that we're having great defense, I'd love to see it.
Here's Schultz swinging it to Cudidini. Here's Stein. Stein needing to take over now for Red. He misses it. Rebound, Novik.
You know, I do love seeing both teams slow the game down right now, really trying to get in their offense. Red
Gavin
with the
for the
passes
lead.
a lot.
No. Rebounds. Blake to take the lead. No.
Great board from Stein there. That is what he is known for, getting those boards as he hustles down the court.
A miss by Stein. You can feel the momentum shifting to Blue, but they quite can't just take the lead. Here's Gavin to Novik to Gavin for 3. No. Rebound Blake. Nope. Red will regain possession. Red holding on for dear life to this 1-point lead, Pickle.
Yeah, really, honestly impressive right now from Red. I love how they've slowed the tempo of this game down, passed the ball around on offense. I'd love to see one team get a bucket, whether that's Red taking an even bigger lead. I think that would force Blue in a tough position as Burkhart picks the ball up before half court, something you don't see often.
No
They're gonna
press.
call no press.
That saves Blue right there from a brutal, brutal turnover. Blue is still down a point with about 3-ish, a little more than 3 minutes to go. We'll see if they can take the lead here. Here's Zellman to Gavin. To Kroenig. Back to Zellman. No, Kroenig with the rebound. He's going to be out of bounds, though. The ball will head back to the Red team, and Red, I believe, will not call a timeout. Will call a timeout. Darius Musa does call timeout. 18-17 Red. Pickle, I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, first off, I love the timeout call here, a rare one from Coach Musa. He loves to usually let his players play, but loves to settle the game down. Hopefully they can get their offense moving and really make sure that they know their defensive assignments for these last 2:32, as that's really what's going to be important as they're clinging on to this 1-point lead.
Yeah, as both teams are now listening to coaches, listening to their team leaders in crucial moments. As we often see in Olympic basketball, it comes down to the wire, and we see that again. We have 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Red is clinging on to an 18-17 lead, a 1-point game in Olympic basketball. Club of 2027 you are watching right now. Next year's club is on the court right now, as BKD will look to pass it to Tyler Stein.
One last quick thought as it gets underway is AJ Blau's defense this quarter on Gavin Burkhead has really been impressive. As someone, Gavin, we thought was going to lead this game, and AJ is holding him in check.
Yeah, not surprised to see out of a Blau, we see Chuckles Blau, Charlie Blau, his brother in our group, always playing great defense, and so now his brother doing the same. Foul on Blue. Stein will shoot 2 from the line, and that's what we said. Blue is messing around a little bit, and now they still don't have the lead, and now Red could possibly take advantage of it. Here's Stein. He is going to miss the first.
Stein, not usually known for shooting, more of a layup kind of guy, but that was great work there. Let's see if he can knock the second one down.
There's about a minute and 35 to go. He misses both crucial free throws. Here is Eric Zellman taking point. Blue needs, here's Blake for 2. Bang from Blake Rawson with his sister Sloan on the sideline. Blue is up by 1. Here's Stein to Breed.
Red needs a bucket here. I think the momentum is really going the opposite way. Oh, over to
Blau, out of bounds. I believe it will stay with Red.
With 1 minute left on the clock.
Here's Curtadini to Burkhart. 4-3. No. Rebound Rawson. Here's Zellman. About 50 seconds to go in a lead for Blue by a single point. Jacob Livingston standing on the sideline in shock. Here's Gavin.
Looks like we're going to get a foul on Burkhart. That would be Reed Burkhart. Really, really impressed with the blue team right now, taking their time, looking for the right shot. As we're going to get another foul, this one either on Stein or Curtadini. You know, really feeling with Livingston right now, watching the lead that he built kind of dwindle away. It's really unfortunate, the situation that happened.
Yeah, you can only feel bad for him, and the technicality of Camp Towanda Olympics might end up hurting the red team. If you are just tuning in, my name is Brett Goldstein, LIT boy, and I'm with my fellow LIT.
I'm Dylan Katz, as we see Novik inbounding the ball here.
Here's Eric, and it's good. A big shot out of Eric Zellman as Blue has taken a 3-point lead. I don't believe Red has scored in this quarter, so we'll see if Red can get anything going.
You know,
last 25 seconds.
Basically 25 seconds left in this game. In most games, I would say go for any bucket, just a quick bucket. Right now, I really would be looking to get a 3 for Red here. They haven't really been able to get anything going. The second they drive in the paint, there's really a collapse from Blue. I'd love like a drive by Curtadini or Stein and a kick out to any one of these players. I couldn't really tell you who the best 3-point shooter on the court is right now for Red. I'd look just for one player to step up and be clutch here. What are you looking for, Brett?
I mean, if you're looking for a 3, which I think you are for Red, because I'm not sure they're going to get a quick 2 with the defense Blue has put forward, it's probably going to have to be Reed Burkhart. It's going to have to make a clutch 3-pointer, or maybe even Tyler Stein. You never really know what Tyler Stein could do. Here's Burkhart, 4-3, no. Rebound goes to Blue and Blake Rawson, and Sawyer Novik will get fouled. Keep in mind, free throws are not a given no matter who it is. So this game is far from over. 10.6 to go. Burkhart gets fouled by, I believe, his brother.
And that is going to take us to the 1-and-1 scenario. You know, not necessarily the person that I would have fouled, but in this environment, you never know what shots can be made and missed. With 9.5 seconds to go, Blue with a 3-point lead. Let's see if Burkhart knocking one or both really would probably clutch this game for Blue right now.
I believe it's a 1-and-1, so if he misses, Red can take the ball down the court. He makes the first. That is a huge make for Gavin Burkhart and the Blue team. Red now in a really tough situation. Here's Gavin with the second. He misses that one, but as long as he made one, he was in a good spot. And Eric Zellman is down. He appears to be okay. Looks like he wants to stay on the court for the last 8.3. Doesn't exactly look okay. He says he's okay, but I'm not sure he looks okay. He will stay in. If Blue wins, we might hear from him after the game. So we'll see what he has to say then.
Brett, what would you say should be Red's plan right now? Down 4, 8.3 seconds to go.
I
What do you
don't
say?
know. I think at this point you got to hope for a miracle. Your best chance is you probably have to shoot a three-pointer because 8.3 seconds is going to go by really fast. You probably have to shoot a three and hope to get fouled and make it. A lot would have to go right for the Red team to win this game. But we'll have to see. 8.3 to go. Red had a lot of tough breaks in this game. Curtadini, the ball gets stolen by Novik. Red has not fouled yet. That's going to be Zellman with another lay. And that is an and one for Eric Zellman.
You know, not necessarily a foul that was needed there, but good bucket by Zellman, as we're going to see Blue probably close this one out in a really hard-fought and competitive matchup.
Pickle, who would you say is the MVP of this game?
You know, I mean, usually I wouldn't go for an MVP on the losing team, but I think it's really hard to argue against Jacob Livingston carrying his team to a basketball game, carrying his team to a lead. Really tough to set it in the fourth quarter, but if you're looking at the Blue team, I think at the end, Eric Zellman really came up clutch in the fourth
100%.
quarter. Gavin Burkhart, really strong performance for the entire game, but I just loved what Zellman did there.
And that is our final score. No. Gavin Sawyer Zellman. So that is the final score. Blue has won senior boys basketball 24-18. Blue came from behind, down most of the game. And we hope to get a post-game interview from the stars of the game, followed by an interview from Noah Aram as the club boys basketball game approaches now, as we have Eric Zellman coming to be interviewed. We'll see Blake Rawson. We'll see if we can get Sawyer Novik and Gavin Burkhart as well. And
Eric.
here's Eric.
Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you.
Eric, how does it feel to win that game?
Feels great. We had yet to win a game in Olympics yet, and that feels great to beat them in their best sport.
That's impressive. I mean, what would you say about your opponent's performance, and then give us some thoughts on your own team's performance?
I think they played great. I think at the end of the day, we just wanted it more than them.
And how are you feeling? We saw you got injured at the end. How are you feeling?
Hurts a little bit, but still got some adrenaline.
Tough
Feels
guy.
great to make that shot at the end and win it.
All right, we'd love to hear it. Thank you. And I believe your division leader, Davis, wants to talk to you guys right now.
Thank
you,
Eric.
guys.
Sawyer, quick thought as your division leader needs to speak to you.
What?
Quick thoughts. Give us your quick thoughts.
It was a good win. Obviously, they needed Jacob in that fourth, but it couldn't happen. But it is what it is. You know, we won, and you know, it was a good game to them. It was a hard-fought game.
Thank you, Sawyer. Gavin, any words? Just tell the live stream.
Hi.
Hi, Gavin. What's up?
Any other words?
Great game.
Thank you, Gavin.
Played great,
Thank
Gavin.
you guys.
You know, a man of few words, but a very insightful words.
All right, so Blue is 2-0 on the night. As Blue, the mic is not on, so we cannot hear you. Blue has gone 2-0 on the night, winning in national and senior boys basketball. We have LIT girls in front of the camera. As it is just me, Brett Goldstein, speaking to you right now. Some keys to look at in club boys basketball. As Chase Klein mentioned, there looks to be a big advantage for the blue team. If you look at the stars in the group, the first star you immediately think of when it comes to this club of 2026, it is Drew Tatevsky. Drew is the star of this group. And many say, no, the best player in the group. But the second best player is most likely Zach Wacky Selig. Wacky will have to make a big difference for the red team if they're going to have any chance of winning tonight. Red will also be led by Noah Canner and Jonathan Pelton and Jesse Weinberg. All of those players can make big differences. Pelton, who plays for Michigan in college night, can always make a big difference, and is always extremely aggressive on the court. Blue will also have Chase Smullian, who can be a beast in the paint if he decides he wants to be. We'll see what type of Smullian we will see tonight. We also have Jordan Elias, who is very tall. We'll see how he uses the height tonight. Asher Squires, another beast on the court. Kind of like a Scott Kroenig, as we saw in the last game. Kind of a jack of all trades. Does a lot. Gets involved. We also have Sam Brofman for Blue, who can always make a clutch three-pointer. Trey Gelman. You never really know what you'll get from him. Cooper Glazer, Andrew Ridloff, Jackson Mixer can always make a big difference. For Red, Edison Baum, Jackson Browse can also make a big difference. We should get an interview right now. Let's get an interview from Jonah L.T. Klein. Jonah Klein. Jonah, let's get on here. Jonah, welcome to the live stream. JSAP, can you help and move the camera so we can see Jonah? Jonah in his red Mario hat is ready to go. Hi, Jonah. There's Jonah. Jonah, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Jonah, how has being an LIT been? And then follow up, how is being a lieutenant? Oh, his mic's off. Wait.
It's great, both are really fun. Definitely a different experience from the previous summers, but I'd recommend for anybody who wants to do it.
All right, Jonah, give me some thoughts on this game. You know these boys pretty well. What are you expecting here?
I'm expecting big games from Wacky and Drew. I coached both of them in college night for Syracuse. Also know a Cannon member of Syracuse. I expect big games from them. Asher Squires coming off a big game for Wisconsin a few weeks ago. He's a beast in the paint. Jonathan Pelton's a great defender. I expect a low-scoring game, but a well-played game from both sides.
So the talk has been that Red is the underdog here. What do you think that they can do to pull out a win?
I think it all starts with Jonathan Pelton. If he can guard Drew Tatevsky, that's a huge start for the team. And then if they can make their three-pointers, especially from Wacky and Noah Canner, then those are their keys to winning.
Thank you so much, Jonah.
Thank you, guys.
That was wise words from the red team's lieutenant, Jonah Klein. As we will now do starting lineups as Mendy, it looks like, will also will speak to both teams.
Mendy, his pride and joy being college night. I know he loves these boys. These boys are the club in his first summer, him and Alana's first summer as directors. Getting everyone ready. This might be a coin flip, a meeting of everyone. I don't really know, but I think everyone's just really excited for this game.
All right, time for starting lineups, and we will once again start with the red team. It will be led by Jackson Browse, followed by Noah Canner, Jonathan Pelton, Zachy Wacky Selig, Jesse Weinberg, and on the bench will be Edison Baum, Gabe Kasanoff, and Jacob Kessler, who I believe is in a coaching role tonight. For the Blue Sonic Superstars, it will be Sam Brofman, Andrew Ridloff, Chase Smolian, Asher Squires, Drew Tatevsky, Jordan Elias, Trey Gelman, the two CCs will start off on the bench, along with Cooper Glazer and Jackson Mixer.
And you're going to see both teams' coaching staffs, I believe, led by generals. On the blue side, George Dennis. On the red side, ex-camper captain and CC, and now General Chase Klein. Look for both of them to be really passionate. I think that's the thing you're going to get most from this group is how much they want that win, how much they're really pushing for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, in this era of Camp Towanda, seeing two generals from one group is sort of rare. We did see it last year with our counselors, Jacob Schneider and Jake Jerkman. George Dennis is ready to go in his blue Sonic hat. We don't know where Jake Jerkerman might be. The crowd has definitely emptied out a little bit. I think the Inters and Nationals might be heading for bed.
All right, hopefully we'll be getting ready soon. It looks like Chase Klein having a discussion with Mendy. Could this be another lineups issue? I don't know. But it looks like we might be waiting on that right now.
Yeah, I mean, might be a common theme of Olympics, maybe, or tonight. We'll see what Mendy says.
You know, as Brett touched on earlier, the crowd has definitely died down from our two games. I would love to still see the passion and energy from the players on the court and the fans that are here.
We have Judgy Neil Ross with us. Judgy, what are your thoughts as we head into the club basketball game?
I'm going to express some personal thoughts here. This is exciting for me because it's the 52nd anniversary of my club under the lights.
Wow.
Olympic basketball game, 1974. And I'll note that I refereed these guys in their jet and cadet game on the boys' court a long time ago. Drew Tatevsky hit 2 foul shots with no time left on the clock to tie the game. It went to triple overtime.
Wow.
One of the best games that I've seen here at Towanda. I've only been a judge for about 18 summers or so that's a lot. So we're looking forward to a good one here tonight, folks. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judgy Neil Ross. It looks like we're ready to begin.
What I'm thinking right now is we are seeing a lineup issue from the blue team, but I'm really unsure. I'm just speculating here.
Also, if you were curious, you might see tonight that a couple members of the red team have nail polish on. That was because they were fire builders last night and went into a unique strategy/tradition. So just in case you were curious.
Led by ex-camper Brooke Telchin, I believe that's something she did in her year as a fire builder. Last night, quite a night, 93 minutes long. Brett, how did you do it?
I mean, I don't know. There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears out on that Skyview field last night. I know every single one of us were extremely tired. It was a hard-fought rope burning. And, you know, everyone, including the builders the most, put everything they had on to that field last night.
Let's get ready for some club basketball tonight.
We'll have Tatevsky and Pelton taking tip as club basketball approaches. We'll see if the favorite or the underdog wins tonight.
One note, we are going to have a starting lineup that includes Jordan Elias instead of Andrew Ridloff. Must have been a game, a switch right before the game started as we see Squires save an errant pass.
Yeah, Jordan did not look ready. Did not look ready for that. Here's Squires, and that's a quick make for Asher Squires. He kind of took advantage of Jordan Elias's mistakes there. Here's Zachy Wacky Selig down by 2.
Blue in a 2-3 zone here. Really going to try
Selig.
and force Red to pass the ball, as we saw a nice one there from Canner.
Here's Wacky. And Squires with the steal. You could already tell Asher Squires is everywhere on a basketball court. Here's Elias for 3. No, not really his shot. We'll see if he keeps on shooting tonight. Pelton to Wacky.
Into the middle, out to Canner. Great shot from Weinberg, but it goes out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to be Blue basketball.
Well, that's unfortunate. Here comes Blue. Chase Simoleon running with Sam Brofman. Here's Brofman for 3. No, but I can almost guarantee that he will make one by the end of the night, as I can see often in college night. He is a weapon from beyond the arc. Oh, and we will have a shoelace timeout, as I believe that is Sam Brofman who needs to tie his shoes.
Love to see Judge Neil Ross making sure everyone is safe here as Jordan Elias gets the bites to eat. Maybe he's hungry. He's a camper captain.
Drew misses the 3-pointer. Rebound by Pelton. Here's Wacky. Wacky to Canner. And that's going to be a jump ball. It was great defense there from Blue.
Tatevsky got a hand in there. Really impressive to stop that pass, as we have a disagreement. And Judgy Penziner is saying it will be Blue basketball.
Looks like Sam will take the point guard duties. Everyone looks a little bit confused. Not exactly sure why.
A clock issue. Oh, we were figuring out the possession on the scoreboard, but it is all fixed, and we are ready to continue.
Here's Squires to Brofman. Back to Squires. Here's Jordan for 3. Yes! Jordan Elias for 3, and it's 5-0 Blue. You could tell he wanted that shot. Here's Wacky. Needs to get something going for the red team. Here's a 3 from him. Bang! Wacky Zachy Selig for 3. And it's 5-3 now, Blue. Back-to-back 3s.
Selig telling Elias that he's there with him.
Here's Elias. No, not that time. Canner letting Elias know he should stop shooting 3-pointers. Here's Wacky.
Great ball movement from Red, and maybe a block shot. We do love to see Noah Canner's defining trait coming out early. He does love his trash talk. Squires losing possession and control of the ball, bouncing it off his knee. Let's see Selig come up with again. Maybe we'll see another 3-pointer for Red to take the lead.
We have Coach Musa coaching once again. He's coached all day. Not a win so far this evening. Here's Canner to Weinberg. Pelton out of bounds. That will go to Blue. You know, with these 5 on the court for Blue, it is going to be tough for Red to score. With Tatevsky, Squire, Smoley, and Elias, there's a lot of height on the court. Brofman to Elias. Back to Squires for 3. No. Out of bounds with Chase Smolian on the floor, and it's going to go back to red. Smolian is all good, though, as he lets everyone know. Here's Wacky.
You know, Squire's someone who I would usually expect to be driving to the basket. You saw it a lot in college night. I'd love for him to get to that tonight.
Here's Canner. Nearly stolen by Brofman. Wacky regains possession. Back to Weinberg. The blue team can't believe it. Canner is laughing as Weinberg will shoot 2 free throws. Wacky wants to settle him down. Ready to go.
The foul on, I believe, Elias there. Looked like some great defense, maybe a hook around with the arm. You never do know. Pelton with an interesting strategy on Smolian.
Weinberg makes the first to cut the lead to 1.
Judgy Ross sharing some laughs with the players and fans.
Weinberg misses the second rebound. Pelton.
You know,
Here's Selig.
Impressive board from Pelton. That's something I expect to see a lot tonight, especially if Red wants to get out with a win.
And we might see these 5 often for Red. I'm not sure if they have 1 or 2 subs. I believe it is only 1 in being Edison Bohm. I think Gabe Kasanoff. I'm not exactly sure, but I think he might be out tonight. So these 5 will get a lot of plays out for Red. Here's Canner for 3. No. Weinberg.
Great
Pelton.
pass from Jesse. A quick note on Canner hitting a massive clutch three-pointer in a college night game to send it to overtime. While they did end up losing, it was still very impressive as Brofman, of course, knocks down the 3.
And, you know, a big reason why they lost that game was because of Sam Brofman. He was a huge star for LSU down the stretch as he bangs a 3 right there. Here's Canner, and Elias steals it right from Canner. The 2 good friends. Weinberg to Pelton. No. Weinberg again with the rebound. Elias gets the ball. Red playing a little out of control. Here's Brofman to Tatevsky, and it's a score for Drew as Blue has now doubled up Red.
I believe those are Tatevsky's first points of the night. Really big for him to get going. Red, I think, seems very chaotic right now, and I would love to see them slow it down and start trying to run a real offense, and I would love to see the defense.
So the score is actually 12-6 Blue. Our tech director, JSAP, is incorrect on the team, but Blue is winning 12-6, as he has just realized. Here's Squires with about 20 seconds to go. Here's Tatevsky. Smolian with the rebound to Brofman. No. Browse with the rebound, but there's no press allowed, so that steal will not count for Squires. There's 6-7 on the clock.
Everyone loving it right now. Noah Canner, you see, getting a little bit frustrated. I would love to see the emotions kept in check, as I think he could be a crucial part to this game tonight.
Wacky picks it up. Oh, Canner talking some smack. That will end the quarter with Blue doubling up Red 12-6.
All right, with a 6-point game here, Brett, what can we see Red do to improve here?
I mean, Red is going to have to figure out how to break the height, and I think the way to do that is they're going to have to make mid-range and three-point shots. They will definitely have more of an advantage this quarter. I believe sub, if not all, of the bench players for Blue are coming in. We'll see if that makes a difference. Red only has 1 sub, and that being Edison Bohm. And we'll see if Red can take advantage of Smolian, Brothman. We'll actually have to see because there's 4 of them. Actually, that would make sense. Smolian, Brothman, Elias, and Squires all on the bench. That is big losses for Blue. We'll see if Red can take advantage. But all these players on Blue are more than capable. So we will see.
So we do see Kasanoff in the game here with Browse and Cantor sitting. Let's see if with a lot of Blue's star power out right now, if they can, if Red can take advantage.
Wacky for 3. The bank is open on Tuesdays. 12-9. Blue in front. Here's Satevsky. No. Glazer with the rebound. Here's Gelman, the camper captain, to Tatevsky for 3. Yes! Drew Tatevsky for 3. It's 15-9. Blue is out on front. Here's Zaki Wacky Selig. Already 2 deep 3-pointers for him. To Pelton. Also, Red has 2 subs as Gabe Kasanoff is in. Ridloff with the rebound. Kenner is on the sideline with Jackson Browse. Kenner looks frustrated. Here's Glazer, and that is going to get ripped out of his hands.
By Weinberg. That was quite an impressive play. I'd love to see Pelton get in on the action a little bit more right now.
Here's Selig. Glazer with the near steal. Here's Bohm.
You know, big shout out to Bohm right now in a beautiful Chaminade Jason Tatum jersey.
Yeah, I love that jersey.
Probably one of the more rare ones you're going to see tonight.
Here's Gelman for 3. No.
Oh, could not finish the clip as he had Pelton on the ground.
Here's Selig for 3. No, not that time. Here's Tatevsky. Dribbling it down the court. Here's Ridloff. Not that time.
You know, Ridloff did hit a 3 in an earlier college night game, although that is not quite what he is known for.
You never know what you will get at a Towanda basketball. That is going to be a miss by Red. Tatevsky with the ball, looking cool, calm, and collective. Here's Mixer for 3. No, not close from Jackson Mixer. Red gets the ball back. Here's Selig.
You know, both teams shooting a lot. Oh.
Timeout. Timeout by Red. Selig was in a tough situation.
You know, both teams right now shooting a lot of 3s, and there's also a lot of smack talk going on. Brett, what do you think both teams can do?
Red needs to get more open for Zach Selig. You could definitely tell Wacky's struggling to get the ball different places. He looks strapped. He looks anxious across the court. And for Blue, there just needs to be movement. They, can slow the game down if they want. I mean, Tatevsky can pretty much do whatever he wants, it looks like, on the court tonight. So, Blue, slow it down. Red, get open for Wacky.
You know, 2 things I'm thinking about this timeout right now. Blue worrying a little bit more about the celebrations than they are about the playing, and I'd love to see a little bit more focus, but a good celebration is always very enjoyable.
And Pickle, I totally agree with that one. That's an amazing take there.
That was JSAP, in case you were wondering. If you were just joining the live stream, sorry, Pickle. My name is Brett Goldstein, and I'm an LIT boy, and I'm here with...
I'm Dylan Katz, also known as Pickle, as Brett just said. I want to welcome you, and also, as I was saying, mention the fact that Zach Selig is going to have to sit out one of these quarters. It's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out when he does.
Here's Tatevsky for 3. You bet! Jared Tatevsky makes another 3-pointer. Blue leads 18-9. Red is in a tough spot now. Down by 9. Here's Weinberg. No. Rebound to Blue, but it will be a jump ball, and it will go to Blue. Here is Tatevsky in his Luka Doncic jersey.
Over to Gelman. Tatevsky dribbling through, but pulling up, as Brett mentioned earlier. Tatevsky really getting what he wants here, even if he didn't make the shot. He's still getting those open shots.
Pelton with the lay. It's 18-11. Slow to Rawson is doing the scoreboard in the middle. We'll see if she updates the score. Here's Tatevsky to Mixer in his Joel Embiid jersey. Gabe Kasanoff with the steal, but he travels it.
Sloan. Look at the score. There we go. Rawson fixing it now after a missed shot by Blue. Let's see Pelton taking it up the court now.
A new approach from the red team. I don't know if Musa or Chase Klein suggested that. We'll see. Here's Wacky, though, to Pelton, to Weinberg. Bang from Jesse Weinberg. 18-14, Blue.
Red not going away in this game. Sticking with the fight. We do love to see it.
Bang! Andrew Ridloff for 3. And Blue regains that 7-point lead. Trading threes. We'll see what Red can do now. Wacky for 3. No, not that time. Rebound to Tefsky. Here's Drew. Let's see what he wants to do this possession. I have a charger.
Going to be Red basketball. We're back to Selig bringing the ball up. Let's see if Red can try and close this gap with 2:45 left before halftime.
Here's Weinberg to Pelton to Selig. Selig for 3. No, not that time. Bohm with the rebound, but it is almost stolen by Glazer. Pelton. Nope. Tatevsky with the rebound. Tatevsky has been the game changer as we expected. Blue up 7 with more than 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Not a great pass from Tatevsky, but I think it will stay with Blue. Coach Chase Klein in general not really knowing what to say at this point. We'll see if that will change. Here's Drew to Glazer, to Ridloff, to Gelman, to Ridloff, to Tatevsky, to Gelman. He wants that shot. He's not going to get it, though, and he's going to travel.
That is going to be a technical foul on Trey
no.
Gelman for slamming the basketball. Director Mendelowitz with a little grin on his face, but we do not like to see the sportsmanship there. Let's see if Wacky can knock these 2 free throws down, get the ball back, score again, and really make this a tight game at half.
So we have now experienced 3 technical fouls today. The first being by J. Saperstein,
our
in the
technical
LITs.
director.
And second, Eric Zellman had a technical foul in the senior boys game. And now one by Trey C.C. Gelman. But it didn't matter as Red misses both free throws. Here will be Red with the ball with about a minute to go. I don't know what.
You know, Goldstein, my thoughts on these technical fouls are the biggest thing that's important is it really shows that these kids care. These kids care a lot about winning these games.
Yes, 100%, Pickle. Here's Wacky in club basketball.
Wacky holding it, playing much slower than we were earlier in the game.
Wacky to Weinberg. Edison Bohm setting a screen, sort of. Here is Wacky to Weinberg to Wacky.
Looks like they're waiting for the three-pointer.
Weinberg, not that time. And Pelton will get the rebound from Glazer. About 15 seconds to go. Here's Wacky again, using the screen from Bohm. Another 3 from Wacky. No, not that time. It's going to be red ball with 6.6 to go.
You know, as we see Asher go over the bench on the blue side, blue's bench having a little bit too much fun. I think I heard some songs being sung over there as a great inbounds cut as Pelton scores. Wow, Wacky with the steal.
Awful break for blue.
Under a minute, press is allowed. Wacky with a great bucket, making it a 3-point game at halftime.
Wow, so 4 quick points from red for terrible errors for blue. They're having too much fun, and that costs them. It's a 3-point game at halftime, a lot closer than you would expect.
Jordan Perry?
Is he here? Jordan Perry. We will now welcome to the broadcast my lieutenant, Jordan Lieutenant Perry. JP, welcome to the broadcast.
Hello. Grateful to be here with Brett Goldstein here.
JP, what are your thoughts on this first half so far?
Well, I mean, it's been a very intense first half. Obviously, I think blue's ahead right now.
Yeah.
Liking what I'm seeing. I want it to be a little bit more aggressive in the second half. I feel like Asher can have a good second half and take over for blue team and put it away, and I believe blue team's going to win.
Thank you, Jordan Perry, and good luck in the rest of these Olympics.
Thank you, JP.
I just got here.
It looks like we will start quickly-ish.
So this is going to be when you see Zach Selig out of this basketball game. What is going to happen? I don't exactly know what is going on right now. I think there's some sort of error in the substitution.
Once again, as we saw last game.
I believe after Jackson Browse sitting the second quarter, they're saying he should play again. I can't tell. It looks like he is coming on the floor. It's going to be Jesse Weinberg on the bench.
It's going to be tough for red to play without Weinberg. Red only down 3. It feels a lot more than that, but it is only 3. Our tech director has stepped aside right now, so if the scoreboard is not updated, that is why. But blue will inbounds. We have no camera operator and no tech director. That is kind of a problem.
Great defense by Noah
Canner with the
Canner.
steal.
Oh.
We need a camera operator.
JP, can you move the camera back and forth?
I can do that.
All right, cool. Can you go over there and do it? We're going to have Jack Curdidini helping us with the camera now. Shout out JKD.
As Jordan Lieutenant Perry refused, kind of disrespectful from JP, as blue goes up by 5. Here's Jonathan Pelton.
That was a beautiful take from Sam Brofman. Do love to see that.
Here's Canner trying to get involved a bit. He needs help, and
What is it? Yes. Is it cold?
Yeah.
Our tech director getting some eats. I think he's a little bit hungry right now. We're going to see, I believe that was a foul on blue. Red is going to retain the basketball.
don't do that. Here's Canner. Can't find anyone. Here's Pelton. Here's Canner. Swinging it to Pelton with the layup. No good. Canner with the rebound. No good from Canner. He is very upset. He is letting the refs know. Noah Canner always lets the refs know. He does. Oh, and a foul from Noah Canner. He's playing a little bit out of control right now. Coach Chase Klein tells him to relax, but I'm not sure he's capable.
Noah Kanner, just such a passionate player on the court.
Good way
Director
of putting
Mendelowitz laying it out for him. Hopefully we'll see a calm, relaxed basketball player in Noah Kanner for the rest of this game.
All right, as Asher Squires will inbound the ball to Mixer. Here's Mixer, not a pretty shot. Here's Smolian. He does not make the layup, but he gets fouled, so he'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Noah Kanner is just a passionate player. He really cares about this game. He wants to win this game. It just means so much to him. Whether it's a one evening activity, or it's Apache, or it's rope burning, or it's the track meet or the swim meet, he wants every point he can.
I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Thank you, Jonah. Here's
Jonah
Chase
Klein,
Smolian at the line.
providing some of Camp Towanda's finest canteen for us, as Dylan Shapiro likes to say, a chipwich.
All right, here's Canner. The CC is going to work. What?
We got a foul on Smolian. It's going to stay red basketball.
See, now you know what I'm talking about. Here is Blue. We need a new tech director. If JSAP departs, Jonah Klein will enter. We have a lot of moving around. Or Sloan CC Rawson will be the tech director. Red Jonathan Pelton misses the layup. There's chaos.
The food is cold.
What is? Can I have a bag?
Oh, he's in the fridge.
It's going to be red basketball.
Here's Canner for three. Oh, yeah, Noah Canner for three. He is mad, but makes the three-pointer. Red only trails by 2. What a shocker.
It's going to go back to red. I believe that was an out of bounds. Red really surprisingly making it an even closer game with 2 of their best players not on the floor right now.
Here's Pelton with Red only trailing by 2 points. Blues clapping. Here's Canner. No, not that time. Smolian with a rather lazy rebound, but he gets it. Smolian to Brofman as the drone now enters the sky. Here's Squires. Misses the layup. Smolian not allowed to press. He'll have to get back. Pelton. Smolian with the steal. To Squires. Brofman.
You know, I would really love to see Red slow it down right now. They're moving the ball fast without a lot of players up there, and it's making really hard for the person with the ball.
What a pass from Sam Brofman. As Smolian finishes it, it's a 4-point lead for the blue team.
We're going to be a violation on the red team over the line on the inbound pass. Something we did see also happened in the Interboys game. Looks like Judge Neil Ross has been paying a lot of attention to that rule recently.
Glazer with the rebound. Squires with the other rebound, and Squires finishes it. Blue back with a big lead. They're up 6. Here's Pelton. Whoa, not a great shot from Jonathan Pelton. Smolian with the rebound. Kenner slaps the floor. Here's Smolian to Brofman. You betcha. Blue up by 8 all of a sudden when it was just 2.
Noah Kanner not happy with his team right now. Let's see if he can lead them back into this game. Oh. Oh, and we have a wedgie.
Oh, yeah, but that's going down. That should be 2 points for Red.
LIT Chase Baum. Thank you for that. As we see some beautiful chants going on the sideline for the blue team. Gotta love the spirit from that side's bench.
Canner to Pelton.
Pelton looking frustrated right now. Browse with a great screen. Canner, I don't really know what's going on here. We're kind of just waiting. Giving it to Canner. Oh, and Squires the steal.
Canner! Stolen. Squires! Blue leads by 10. Here's Pelton. 2 free throws coming up for Jonathan Pelton.
Noah, maybe with some choice words, Jorginho lets him off on this one nicely. Very intense, just so passionate about this game as we have 32 seconds left. Blue has built a 10-point lead after it being a 3-point game just minutes ago. Pelton missing the first free throw. Let's see if he can make this second.
A big change of events. Pelton misses both. Blue still up 10. Here is Brofman to Squires to Smullian. Smullian, not normally known as a 3-point shooter, but he's playing up top right now. Here's Smullian. What a great run by Smullian. He misses the first one and misses the second. Glazer gets the rebound. Glazer misses the third
with
chance.
an amazing rebound. 5 seconds left. Oh.
No press with 2.5 left on the clock.
Oh, Canner inbounding the ball. It's going to be Browse. Oh, we have a rolling ball. I think Pelton is going to want to shoot this one pretty quickly. Oh, to Bohm. To Canner. He'll take the shot.
Canner airballs it anyway.
Airball.
As we enter the fourth quarter, Red 21, Blue 31. The Sonic Superstars, as we've kind of seen all Olympics long, winning once again.
You know, as we're here in this quarter break, I want to give a huge shout out to all the people that have helped us tonight. Andrew Rowan as our overall director, helping us set up the broadcast, helping us set up the microphones.
Yes, thank you,
Shout out
Rowan.
to all our camera operators, whether that be Rowan himself, Jack Cardini currently on the camera, Dylan Shapiro, our tech directors, Jake Saperstein, Jonah Klein, and for a brief instant, Sloan Rawson. And of course, thanks to my partner, Brett Goldstein.
Yes, and thank you too, Pickle, as we enter our last quarter together for this summer. Here is Brofman for 3. No.
Looks like it's going to be red ball tipped out of bounds by Squires. With Selig back in the game, he might need to go back to raining down those threes. The bank is still open to get back in this game.
On the sideline for both respected teams, for Blue, it is Smullian, Glazer, Mixer, and Gelman. For Red, it is Kasanoff and Pelton. Red will definitely be missing Pelton this quarter. Browse. Yeah, that one's not going to work.
You know, a shot hitting behind it with the poles that stabilize it. Not one I think I've ever seen, Goldstein. How about you?
Here's Brofman for 2. No. Jesse Weinberg with the rebound. I'm still in shock with that shot from Browse. Here's Selig.
Selig showing off some moves. Let's see if he can get open for a shot as Squires is sticking to him. But the pass into the center to Weinberg taken by Squires. The pass up to Tateski, and the bucket is good.
Another score from Blue. I can kind of tell. I think Blue is starting to feel it with a 12-point lead. We'll see if Red can make any noise. Here's Wacky for 3. No, not that time.
Airball.
Wacky, Zaki, Selig. No, thank you. That shot. Here's
red
Sitevsky.
team begging that it was tipped. You know, honestly, something I would believe. You don't see Zach Selig airball things too often. As Red gets the ball back, Noah Canner might say, "Ball don't lie."
Noah Canner to Selig. And that's going to be out of bounds on Selig. Blue still leads by 12 with about 6 minutes to go. We'll see if Red can dim the lead. Here's Elias for 3. No, definitely not.
Another air ball.
Here's
Air
Red
ball.
with Jesse Weinberg to Canner. Rocking his Allen Iverson jersey for 3.
NBA
No.
range, and it's just out.
Canner, I think he thought he had that one. He looked pretty confident, but not today, Noah Canner. Here's Drew Tatevsky to Squires for 3. No. A lot of ugly shots all of a sudden in club basketball. Everyone's joking around. It's all fun and games at the end of the day.
You know, these boys just trying to enjoy their last basketball game under the lights in Olympics. Can't wait to see what we see in these last 5 minutes.
Here's Selig to Baum to Canner. Sorry, to Bohm. My apologies. Here is Canner. Browse. Did not shoot it that time. Wacky. Let's see where he swings it to. Canner trying to get involved a little bit.
You know,
and a steal. Especkle.
Oh, Brofman throws it up. Elias miss, but he gets his own board, and I believe a
Jordan
foul.
Elias.
One thing to commend Noah Canner on right now, he is throwing those passes hard, making sure that his players catch that ball.
Here's Jonah Klein, as he will call play-by-play for about a minute.
Elias inbounding over to Zrutevsky and for the layup. And Blue just continues to extend their lead.
You know, Jesse
Weinberg now
Weinberg
dribbling the
bringing
ball
up the ball is quite an interesting strategy.
Over to Selig, who launches another 3. Short.
Air ball.
You can tell the club boys are
Air
tired
ball.
after a long 93 minutes last night. They gave it their all.
All right, thank you, Jonah. Here's Sitevsky to Squires. Elias misses another layup. Oh, Jordan Elias. Here is Jesse Weinberg. Oh, but a steal by Jordan Elias. That's what he
Trying to
does.
make up for some of the mistakes he's made in this game.
Elias. Oh, off of Browse to Squires. Oh, not sure what that was.
Tatevsky from downtown, and he's out of bounds.
Wow, this is really getting interesting. I'm not sure I'm watching basketball anymore.
I think these boys are trying to enjoy right now. I think
Yeah.
it's the competitive side is gone.
I'd like to hear from a bunch of them after this game. Here's Canner for 3. Definitely not. Noah Canner, I think he's got to stop shooting, but I think he will continue to shoot.
The bank has officially closed on Noah Canner.
Yeah. Squires. And that'll be a turnover on Blue. Red will get the ball. I wouldn't mind, at this point of the game, let's give some shots to Edison Bohm or Jackson Browse, some guys that don't often get shots in Olympic basketball or college night. I think at this point wouldn't be the worst idea. Here's Weinberg. Tatevsky with the rebound, and that will be the no press rule, I believe.
You know, I love that shot from you. Really giving the players who don't always get a chance to score. I would love to see them score.
Here's Jordan for 3. Definitely not from Elias. Wearing the OG Anunoby jersey. Not exactly looking like OG. Here's Selig to Canner. He might shoot again. Let's see if he does. No,
What a
not that
fake.
time. Elias with the steal to Brofman.
And the bucket
Nope.
is no good. Squire's there to follow it up.
Squires might be, Tatevsky's obviously been very, very, very good, but Azure Squires has been all over the court tonight for the blue team. Here is Browse to Bohm, and that's a steal, but it's out of bounds on blue. It will stay with red.
Jordan Elias having some fun on the court right now. I think Noah Canner wants the basketball right now.
Here is Canner. Let's see if he wants to shoot again.
I think Canner wants an ISO right now.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what he can
The
do.
two
Oh, he's
friends,
backing him down.
Elias and
Oh, this
Canner.
is- oh.
What a moment.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Wow.
Referee Mendelowitz hit. I believe we're going to have referee Dreikerman step in as Mendelowitz steps off the court.
We will be right back. And we welcome you back after the disastrous Canner Elias ISO. It will be blue ball, so Elias did win that battle.
I would love to shout out Jake Dreikerman for joining the refereeing squad right now.
Wacky for three, no good. Tatevsky with the rebound.
Wacky seems to be smiling after that shot. Unfortunate how the game has gone as Tatevsky pulls up from the logo and drains it.
What a shot from Drew Tatevsky.
I would love to see Wacky match that right now.
Let's see it, Whack. Oh.
Back to back. Can we see it again?
Oh, Drew Tatevsky. No, that's an air ball.
Air ball.
It is a 19-point
Air
game.
ball.
You normally see a club basketball game a little bit closer, but it is what it is. Here's Wacky. Let's see if they swing it to anybody else. Browse for three. Oh! Jackson Browse from downtown. It's now a 16-point game. Brofman, no.
Air ball
Out of
from
bounds.
Brofman, as I think that's going to wrap up the game for you.
That is it, folks. That is the end of club basketball. Blue has won with a score of 40-24. A hard-fought game between the two teams.
No, JSAP. JSAP.
Get you over here.
We want the MVP.
I would love to see Drew Tatevsky and Noah
Drew
Canner.
Tatevsky gonna come over for a quick interview. The MVP. And here's Drew. What is up, Drew?
Hey.
Drew, how did that game feel to win?
Felt great. I mean, everybody played great. We played hard the whole game, and that's the result of it.
You know, I want to ask about that half-court shot. Was that like a spur-of-a-moment decision? Did you want to do that for a while?
Nah, the whole game I was like waiting for my moment to shoot the half quarter, and then I went in. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of Olympics and the rest of your club summer. Thank you, Drew.
Noah Canner.
Here's Noah Canner. We'll have a couple of questions for you. What is up?
Canner, welcome.
Canner.
How you doing, fellas? How we doing?
Guys, Canner, I would love to hear your thoughts on that game.
Look, unfortunately, sometimes the heat of the moment, things get to me. Unfortunately, it has not been the Red Club's summer so far. We've gone defeated in every sport and evening activity. We're just trying to keep our chins up, and it's challenging for us. We're trying to keep our cool.
Canner, I love the effort out there. I saw at the end you had an ISO between you and Jordan Elias. What was the thought process behind that?
Mano a mano, man. I'm just trying to be better than the guy in front of me. Nothing much to it.
It did not end well, but
apologies to Mendy, all who may have been injured during that. But
All right. Well, we're gonna say thank you, Canner.
Thank you, fellas, for having me on. I hope everyone enjoyed the show out there.
Thank you, Canner. And we'll now welcome.
I think we're actually gonna end.
I don't think we're gonna welcome anybody else. I think that will be the end of our broadcasting of Olympics. Pickle, what a journey it's been.
You know, Goldstein, it's been a fun one. Never did I think at the start of this summer I was going to be working through these Olympics, broadcasting games, but I've had such a great time working with you, working with JSAP to build these graphics, and I want to thank the whole crew.
Yeah. So thank you to everyone that has watched. I am Brett Goldstein with my partner,
Dylan Katz.